In this video, we are going to see how to calculate the percentage body weight change and how to make the graph in GraphPad Prism, and lastly how to analyze those graphs to check whether the result is significant or not. So this is aim of this video, and now to make you understand properly the percentage body weight change, we have taken a random data. Here you can see it has four groups data we have taken. In each group there are 5 animals and their random body weight we have taken. It is for mice data, and here you can see the fourth group. So normal control, disease control, standard, and lastly test one group. This data is for 28 days. So this is short data we have taken here so that we can easily calculate and show you how to calculate percentage body weight change or gain. It's up to you what you say. It's a change or gain. Sometimes while the disease means mainly animals showing the gain with the days in respect to days, the body weight gain. They are showing mainly the body weight gain. Just because of disease induction, they are sometimes showing reduction. So we can use here term the how to calculate percentage body weight change. So these are the explanation, and now we are going to see how to calculate. We will copy this whole part, keeping one column gap, and paste the whole data again. Select here, keep source column bits. Now we have already copied the same data here, and here we will change it animal percentage body weight change. Now here we have to make some changes, so we are adding here two more rows, and that rows we have to add in every groups to calculate standard, error mean, and mean, and SD value. So we have added two more row. So now we have to arrange it so it can be easily visible. Now we are writing here mean, SD value, and ASIAN. We will give some different color to this so it can easily understand. Now we have to add here the formula to calculate mean. Here we have taken average, OK, and simply we have to select those figures that we have to, for those we are going to calculate average. So now we will click OK. It has calculated the average of these 5. Now we will calculate SD value. We will use the formula SD standard deviation. We will select the OK, and we will again select the same numbers for whom we are going to calculate SD value. So now it is calculated SD value. Now we will calculate SCM equal to, selected this, divided by SQRT. We will type. Now it has selected the numbers. In numbers we will write count. We are using here count because if sometimes what happens, some animals die, in such condition it will be useful. It will take the average of that. Suppose one animal will die, then using count will adjust automatically, it is 4. Otherwise, in other condition we have to write exact number, and in the count we have to again add the numbers. Area we have to select. Now we will complete this call again and enter. Now it has calculated the SC value. Now I just want to explain you why we have used here count option. Means count in place of number of animals in SQRT, because the count will, if any animal die in these 5 animals, so count option will automatically adjust the number of animals, that whatever is given in day 0. Suppose in day 1 4 and day 7 it is 5, so it will be automatically accessed here. So that is why I have kept here count option, so it will be useful for us. Otherwise, in place of count we have to only select those 5 animals only, or we can use the numbers 5 only. So now I will adjust this. Will reduce the numbers behind this up to 2 digit. Now we have calculated completely mean, HD and mean, and we will select it for all. We automatically select for all. We will drag like this. Then now we have to copy this for all group. Now we have calculated mean, HD and SEM. More now we are going to calculate percentage body weight. For that we have to release this data. We'll copy this part and paste in every group. Now we have to delete this portion 0 day, because here we are going to calculate percentage body weight change from 0 day to day 7. So there will be only one here. Day 7 we have to write, and day 0 is not needed, so we will delete this. So now we have to calculate percentage body weight change. So here day 0 data will be constant for all. We will divide day 7 minus day 0. Likewise, day 14 minus day 0. Day 21 minus day 0. So like that we will calculate data for all. So for that we are going to put the formula here, and we will see how to calculate this percentage body weight change. For that I added equal to sign, and then I have selected day 7 minus, we have to add because day 0 is constant for all, so we have to log that by using sign dollar sign. We will log this b7 and then we have to log with dollar sign here b7 and we will put them in bracket divided by again dollar sign nb7, and again we will put this in bracket and into star sign 100. We will click enter. Now it has calculated the difference between these two. I'm confused that it has calculated properly or it has some mistake. We'll see in another. Now we will copy it for all. Since it has not only difference, it has calculated the both percentage body weight change and divided by this, so it becomes like that only. It is showing in percentage. So here we have calculated for day 7. Now we will drag this and it will be calculate automatically for day 14, 21 and 28. So now you can see that we have calculated, and here it is showing reduced percentage because it is reduced. You can see here 17.30 and it is lower weight on day 14. So likewise we have calculated completely here data. So now we will copy this for all group, and lastly we will check that the data it's giving correct result or not. Now we will check. We will use here control and approx sign button and we'll check the data is correct or not. We will check here the formula is correct or not. So it's showing perfect pattern of that data because we have logged b7 means day 0 data, so it's showing accordingly. Day 0 means b and it is constant for all formula, so you can easily say that it is correct. So now b is constant for all and the variables means whatever we are adding the groups is day 7, it is showing change here. D7 again E F, here it is showing the column wise change. So like that we can say easily the formula is correct for every place. Here is increasing in numbers. Now we will click again control and approx button, then it will come again in the main form. Now we will see here we have arranged percentage body weight change. Now we have to calculate these we have to collect all meal data one place so that we can arrange it as per requirement of GraphPad Prism. So here we have to mean we are going to collect all meal data at one place. We will write here mean day 7, day 14, day 21, day 28, here groups. Now we have to select all mean data from day from normal control. Here we will select. First we have to simply add equal sign, click on mean data means numbers here and enter. It will automatically select those numbers here. Again for disease control we will do same. Equal sign, we have to go on that data disease one and select, click and select and click enter. It will automatically again bring those numbers here in this column, and again we will click here equal and we will go for standard mean. Here the mean for standard group, we will click here, we will select the column number and we will then click enter. Will directly bring those numbers here 3.84. Like again we will do that same for treatment group. Equal sign, we will select this, click here and enter. It will directly bring those numbers here. So now this way you can, now we have adjusted those and we have to drag this and this automatically collect those data. Yeah, now it is okay. We will adjust this properly. Now your mean data is ready. The same way we have to collect what we needed. Actually, if you want HD value, you can collect all HD value likewise here, or you can use HD or SEM. Now we are going to take in this graph SEM because SEM is more, looks better in animal studies because it not showing the bar graph size more, and HD value mostly showing bar graph error size bigger than the SEM. So mostly we are selecting SEM2. So to represent our bar graph error is less. So we have taken here SEM. Now mean and SEM, we are going to put here SEM values. We will delete this and same we have to select here and directly go in group 1 for day 7 data. Here we have to select SEM value and then enter. Same as we done in mean calculation. Likewise we have to do same in This is for all, means SEM values. So here we are going to calculate all ST. Likewise, you can calculate ST also if you want ST here. Anyone you can choose for GraphPad Prism, because it only we cannot present two altogether in graph. Only one we have to select SD value or SEM. I have shown here to calculate how we are calculating SD. That is why it's showing like this formula. Otherwise, we can change also the formula. So now we'll select last one. So you can see how to calculate SEM here. Now we have to drag and it automatically calculate for all days. Now we have ready both SD and SEM. Now we have to again modify this formula for representing in graph. To directly represent in graph, we have to make some arrangement so that it can be easily, we can put these data in GraphPad Prism. So for that we have to write here days. Again we are making one table, this day 7. Again here we have to write mean SEM and numbers and number of animals. We are adding more one row here to merge this column altogether in one, and we will write here normal control and see. Likewise we have to copy for all. Now we will make this table. So now we have to collect this mean. This data we have to put in this way. So it can easily we can put in GraphPad Prism. So here we will do the same trick as we did in earlier table. Now SEM. Now you can, if you have made any changes in this data, it will be automatically reflect those changes here. So that is why I am doing link wise completely. So now we have to write here 5 because number of animals are 5 directly. Now we will copy this format for all groups. Normal, disease control, standard, and lastly for treatment. And we will write here same disease, standard, and treatment. Now we have to delete this data, but we have to put this data again. So now I will show you how to easily we can put those data. Now we have to select this and you have to copy this. Again come here, right click, go special option, paste value. You have to select value and transpose and OK. So it will directly pick all. Meanwhile, in same manner, we have to not we have to copy, and again we have to click here. Then only it can paste. We will copy. We have copy, and now we have to go in paste special. Here we have to select values and transpose, and OK. Let's take all the data is from there. Now we have to again write number of animals. Likewise, we will calculate this in speed. Now onwards in this video, we will see these data for day 35 up to day 35, and we will put those data in GraphPad Prism. So actually I have problem in this computer with the GraphPad Prism because it is not available right now. So we will go from the previous video and that I have captured for Hindi language, and for that I am going to give a English translation. So we will collect that video now onwards. So we are going with that. Okay. Now you can see we have data is ready for day up to day 35. We will copy this. We will copy this whole data in GraphPad Prism. So we will select whole data and go in GraphPad Prism. So here we have to select a grouped option, and in that we will select mean, SCM and number of animals. Create the graph. From the Excel we will select those groups. We will directly copy this and paste here. Now you can see we have to paste these days to in sort, so that it can be easily we can see in GraphPad Prism. So here it has mismatch, so we have to delete, we have to copy this and paste row first. So now you can see easily it is placed. Now you can see the graph. Here we have to again we have to check that is mean with SCM is okay with that. Sometimes it's take automatically SD mean plus SD. So here you can see our graph is ready, and that we have to make some changes to show it proper. So here we will click right right click on this Y axis, and we will reduce it up to here. We will click and mark this automatically changes automatically determine in this, and here we will put 120. We will check that up to 100 it's showing error, so we have to put here 120. We will check it properly. It's showing clipping of one bar, so again we will click on, we will do the right click and select, and we will change here interval 20, and we will make it so the error will automatically goes away. Now we will apply changes, and you can see now it's showing proper. Now we will put here the name, percentage body weight change, title name, and we have to adjust these days too, because these days are looks awkward, so we will make it D7 dash 14 likewise, so you can easily guess that it is only days. You can also write in x-axis days, so it will shows the time. Now we will see the graph. It looks like this. You can also put your days, or you can delete it also. Now we will adjust these groups. Now we have to give color to these bars so that we can easily differentiate them while we are calculating the significant level. So here we have given green. We have to check from here. We can also add, we will give the disease control red color, and mode we have standard. We will give it some other color like this. Again we will give a treatment group some color, and we will see that how it is visible, it differentiate with each other or not. Here we can see that it has a, you have to change the borderline so that it will show the difference in there. Is bar, so we will select here black and apply it for all. We have change for all. We can directly select from this change for all option, so it will be automatically change the all borders, all groups border. Now we will apply the changes, and okay, we can see the it is differentiate. It can easily differentiate the between the all groups. So now we have to calculate, we have to analyze these data to put the significant marks like stars and graph. Now we will go for analyze. Actually, we have to select the data first and then we have to calculate. So we will go here for two-way ANOVA and OK. Multiple time point we have to select to two-way ANOVA only. So we will go for comparison. It has not given any other option, so we have to go for multiple comparison. Here we will select the other options, compare cells regardless. The row and columns option we will select. Here we have to select the Turkey recommendations. You can change also as per your requirement. So here we have selected Turkey recommended option, and we will say OK. Now it is calculating itself. Now we can see we have to go for multiple comparison. Here we have to select the data. From these data we have to separate our results. In that we have to first calculate. Here we are going to calculate two-way. First we will calculate for disease control and normal control, so that we have induced the disease, it is showing disease level, it is significant or not. Then we will calculate disease. First we have to calculate disease normal control to disease only for all groups. So we will go in multiple comparison, and there we will select day 7. For day 7 we will going to choose our results. So in that day 7 we it the both day 7 it should be shows both places day 7 only while you calculating for day 7, and here we will select, we will choose it and given some color so that we can identify in future. For day 14 again you have to select normal control versus disease control, and you have to give some color. I have choose here wrong because it's previous video, so I will correct it later. He in Here we will select day 21 to day disease, normal control and disease. Here we have to select it showing a significant data. Normal control versus disease control, it's showing significant. So here you can easily say it has induced the disease. Here we have to the mark. We will select from here and we will directly put the has, so that it can easily show that it has significant result and disease is already induced on day 21. We will represent it properly so that it can be easily visible and we adjust it in proper place. Now you can see it is showing significant result compared to normal control, disease control showing significant reduction. So likewise we will calculate for day 28 too. Here again you can see it's showing significant result. It's showing 4 star, but we will put here only 2 star up to. Here it is showing 0.001 means 4 star. So we will represent it in this graph up to 2 star, because keeping 4 star on the graph it looks slight bulky. So we will put only 2 star, and in journal also article in journal articles mainly they are in graph they are only putting up to 2 star. So maximum 2 star we will put here to represent it a decent look, otherwise it looks bulky on the graph, and presenting it on graph is difficult. So you can also put 4 star here too, but we will show here up to 2 star only. So whatever significant level it may be, we will only put up to maximum 2 star, 1 star or 2 star. So now we have put 2 star normal control, disease control, and now for day 35 we will calculate accordingly. You have to see versus a normal control versus disease control for day 35. Here both days should be same, that we have to select. Again it's showing 4 star, and again we will copy this 2 star here and we will place here. Again I want to say you that more than 2 star we will put here only more 2 star, because means has a symbol, any symbol you can choose here, but more than 2 we have to represent only 2. It looks decent in all journal, they are keeping likewise. So now again we'll calculate the disease control versus standard and treatment, that we have to select. So here we have to show every time two calculation, one for normal control versus disease control, and second disease control versus standard and treatment. So we will give some another color to this, so it will be easily differentiate. You can easily differentiate here. For day 7 we have already selected disease versus standard and treatment. Now we have to select here disease versus. For day 14, here you can see, here I have selected wrong one in day 14, normal disease versus normal control, or normal versus disease control. That also showing significant, that we have to consider, because it's previous video, so I cannot change these corrections. Here it is not showing significant changes in disease versus standard. For day 28 we will, now we have to select disease versus standard and treatment, so we will go accordingly. Here disease versus standard and treatment, it not showing any significant changes. For day 35 we will select accordingly. Now you can see we have selected it, not showing any significant changes in disease versus treatment and standard. And now our graph is ready. You can copy and paste where you required. So now you can get this Excel data from the researchsop.com, or you can also find the link in the description. So at last I want to ask you, how was the video? Please do comment so that I can improve more this video. I have lots of many more videos to translate in English. So your comment will be helpful for me to give some confidence to me. So thank you for watching Research News. Thank you very much.